In today's lecture, we will see the direction of lay and sources of lay in a surface roughness. Surface roughness introduction, and to calculate CLA and RMS value of surface roughness that we have seen in earlier lecture. That link you can see in a description. Today we will discuss the direction of lay. Lay means what? It is the direction of predominant surface pattern produced by tool marks or scratches. So this lay direction we are seeing on a engineering drawing. So these are the direction of predominant surface pattern produced by a tool marks or scratches. So there are different direction of lay we are getting based on the different application. How they are getting, that we will see in today's lecture. This is the some direction of lay which we are getting on a different surface by using a different process. So we will see one by one. So this is, you see, the lay is a direction of predominant surface pattern whenever we are produced. Now you can see this we are getting as a parallel. This parallel is a lay parallel to the lay of the boundary line to the nominal surface. So this is the reference surface or nominal surface which is parallel to this reference surface and representing the surface to which the symbol is applied. So in a symbolic form we can write like this: lay, that is parallel. So this is the lay parallel, and this lay we can get at parallel shaping, end view of turning and outer diameter grinding. Then next lay is with this reference we are getting perpendicular predominant surface pattern, that is to the perpendicular to the boundary line of the nominal surface. So this lay perpendicular to the line representing surface to which the symbol is applied. So in a symbolic represented we can see this way we can note down the perpendicular lay. This type of lay surface we are getting at the end view of shaping, longitudinal view of turning and outer diameter grinding. Then next is we are getting the predominant surface in this fashion. This is the angular. This is the angular form of lay direction where we are getting the marks in both directions. Both direction, these are noted by the cross, that is in both direction we are getting the lay symbol. This is the angular. This is obtained when we get the transferred end wheel and side wheel grinding. Then next is multi-directional, means we are getting the surface pattern in all the direction in a multi-directional. Then we have to note this symbol as M, that is multi-directional. So these we are getting when we do the lapping operation, super finishing operation and honing operation. So this type of lay we are getting whenever we are getting the fine finish to the surface. Then next is a circular pattern we are getting, that is circular related to the center of the surface to which the symbol is applied. So this we can note it down, that is circular. This we are getting when we are facing on a lathe. So for that workpiece we can see the circular pattern, that is a lay as a circular. Then next is radial. This radial we are getting with the center, radial lay relative radial to the center of the surface to which the symbol is applied. So this we can note it down in a like this radial. This we applied and we are getting surface ground on a turntable, or we are doing the fly cut, or we can get the indexing on a end mill. At this position we can get this radial. So these are the some types of direction of lay which we are getting when we do the different type of operation. So for each operation we get the different types of lay directions. Now the surface roughness grades. These surface roughness grades we can notify based on the roughness value we are getting, and the roughness symbol we can see on an engineering drawing, and these roughness symbols signifies the surface roughness grade and surface roughness values, and these symbols we can apply when we do the process, and by using which process we are getting these surface roughness grades and values that we are going to see. So these are the surface roughness values, and based on that we can notify the surface roughness grade. So if we are getting the surface roughness value greater than or equal to 50 microns, so this value we are getting in a microns. So if we are getting the greater than or equal to 50 micron, then this is noted as N12. So in a descending order we have to note down, give the names of a grade. So N11, that is 2.5, 25, then N10, 12.5, N9, N8, N7, N6, N5, N4, N3, N2 and N1. So if the grade is N1, means we are getting the roughness value as 0.025 microns. That is a fine finishing. So for each grade is having a symbol. This we are having a roughness value as more. So this is denoted as a this symbol, that is sine wave. Then N11 and N10 we are getting that is a rough. So in a single triangle they are noted down. N9, N8 and N7 they are noted by using a two triangles. Then N6, N5 and N4 they are given by three triangles. By using the three triangles we are noted now, and N3, N2 and N1 they are noted by using a four triangle. So how many triangles they are mentioned in that drawing, based on that we can get the roughness value and grades of a roughness we are getting. Okay, so to remember the grades and roughness value, for that I will give you the trick that N12 is a higher roughness grade which giving the highest roughness value, that is 50 micron. So that we have to write here 50, and N1 is giving the smaller roughness value which having a grade N1 and value as 0.025. So how to remember? From going from N1 to N2 you have to double it, double that value, that is 0.025. If you double it we are getting 0.05. Then if you double it then we are getting 0.1. If you double it 0.2. If you double it 0.2, 0.4. If you double it 0.4, 0.8. Again if you double it then we are getting 1.6. Again if you double it we are getting 3.2. Now to get this 6.3 here we have doubled it. Now we have to take a half, that is 50 is a half of 25, 25 is half it 12.5, and we are getting 12.5, that is something 6.5, and if you double it then we are getting 6.4. So in between that middle we are noted down as a 6.3. So in this way, to remember the grade value, grades and a roughness value for each grade, this is a simple term. In this way we can note it down. Now what process we are getting this surface roughness grades and surface roughness symbols? So these we are getting at a rough finishing. For this symbols is applied. This we are getting when based on the sand casting, permanent mold casting, die casting and high pressure casting, that, and this we can get by using a CNC or VMC, where we apply the rough cut. Then these three, these are the finishing operation. finishing operation, which we are getting by using a CNC or VMC, or we can apply the grinding operation. These symbols we are getting when we do the finish of a operation by using a hot rolling, forging, extrusion, flame cutting or sawing or chipping operation. Then these three triangles, this is at the semi finish. Sorry, this is the semi finish. This is the finish operation. This is the finish operation. This we can get the CNC or VMC or grinding operation. So by using this operation like filing, drilling, turning, boring, reaming, by using this we can get these symbols. Then these are the super finishing. These values we can get by using a honing, lapping, polishing. Based on that we can get this type of surface roughness values. And so how to get the grades and how they are noted down by using a surface roughness value, how to remember the grades for the values, that we have seen. So in today's lecture we have seen the direction of lay and sources of lay, and by using which operation we are getting that sources of lay. Also for a surface roughness value, how we are noting down the grade and how to remember that, and for grade which are the symbols we are getting, and these symbols we are getting by using which process operation, means which roughness value we are getting by using which process operation, that we have seen. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel. Also like, comment and share, and always stay connected. Thank you very much.